Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is March 30th, 2025, and this is my weekly trade review. We're reviewing an SPX 0-day option Iron Condor trade, 10 watt 0.2 delta is the ideal delta that I want to play. But again, if you watch this all the way through at the end, I ended up changing that delta up to a 0.1 delta because of volatility, and we'll take a quick look at that first. But this is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to the chart. And first of all, let's just take a look at the VIX. The VIX was dropping. We was thinking this market maybe was getting ready to start turning around. But one of the things that happened here, the VIX came down here, on Monday it was dropping. Tuesday it kind of slowed down a little bit. Then Tuesday was actually a reversal day. And then after that, the VIX started rising. And the thing is, how much higher will this VIX end up going? Will the VIX actually pop this top this time? Because some traders out there are thinking that we had a pretty good significant pullback in the market, and the VIX didn't go as high as it usually does on those type of pullbacks. So they think there's more room for this market to drop, and there's room for more fear to come into this market, where they believe that the VIX can probably break this high that it made last time if the things keep going the way they are going. So I just want to take a quick look at that first. Now let's go down to the trades themselves. It was a bad week. Number one, that's why it's coming out late. I was having a hard time about putting it out. I thought I had blown the account, but I didn't blow the account, but I came close. It seems like maybe whatever that stupid stuff that's going on out there, I got infected with it this week, and it showed up here in my trading, in this virtual account, let's keep it in this virtual account. That's it, and all. Okay, so I was able to place that Iron Condor on Monday, 5660, 5670, 5685, 5675. Numbers look kind of funny there. That's probably not even right. The thing is, I did play. We'll look at the numbers anyway. I did receive the credit, but I ended up having a loss that day. Well, I ended up having a small loss on this particular trade, and all. And then I did some other trades to make some money back, and I ended up $10,000 up for the day. But $11,000 up for the day is what I did, and all. And I'm gonna show you the numbers. I didn't want to get into all, because you'll see I did almost 3 times more trades this week than what I normally would do, and all, just right up front. All right, so next day, Tuesday. I was late. Tuesday's always a tough day for me. I was late in front of the computer, so normal one, if I'm late in front of the computer and not there in time in order to place a trade before 9:35, and all, it's a no trade day for me for this particular strategy. There's other strategies and other things that I can do, and all, but for this particular strategy, it should be a no trade day, and all. But I ended up putting a trade on anyway, and all, and I did this put side only, and all, and this one. This trade ended up being okay, but since I started, for whatever reason, knowing I was going to be not in front of the computer, I started doing other things, and other directional trades, vertical trades, and I ended up just losing money. Again, like I say, that stupid pill, that stupid thing that's out there in the air, it hit me that day, and I just did crazy crap. I'll show you. I'll scroll through the account statement where you can see that stuff. Let's go to Wednesday. I had a morning appointment again. I was late in front of the computer. I was supposed to have been just going to the appointment, but I got in front of the computer again. Like I said, this stupid stuff and hit me. It's supposed to be a no trade day. Because of an appointment, and again, I was late in front of the computer because I had an appointment and stuff and other things that's supposed to be happening that morning. But I ended up placing a trade out there anyway, and all, and I ended up trading too big, directional stuff, going crazy. Again, there's other things that I'm not going to even mention that I think that's affecting me, because again, it has happened before, but not at this level. Is why I kind of laugh about it. I was just thinking about that, and I ended up half again. the account ended up losing even more money and down by half and stuff. These are the different levels that I was trying to sell at, and then I ended up trying to roll down here selling at this level. And it just got worse. That's just what happens, and that's why a lot of times you just need to stop at times. But let's go ahead and go down to Thursday. Thursday, after those couple of days, I said, whoa. Let's go back to my basic stuff that I normally do. Me, I'm a long trader, buying calls, buying puts, and 90% of the time is buying calls, and I capture whenever I see a pattern or something that I can trade with my calls. And this morning I actually captured this little move here and all, and that was good. And I know when to stop. So again, I started coming back to normal. I caught this little here, and I made a little bit of money that day to bring the account back. But I didn't do the Iron Condor at all because for whatever reason, I've been just going crazy with that. And I said, okay, I just got to bring the account back up a little bit. And I don't want to end up blowing this account or getting it below the starting point. And so I was getting close to my starting point. So I said I needed to try to just get it back up. And so that was that day. And then Friday. Let's go to Friday. Friday was the day where I said, okay, but the whole thing is about placing the Iron Condor. So Friday morning, I was trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to change up? Because this is all about me educating myself too. And also one of the things that I did change was I went to a 0.1 delta, a 10 delta on both sides. I ended up getting a smaller credit, $1.70. Because again, all I really need to make is like 60 cents on the trade. This 60 cents debit is what I was able to close the trade for. So that means I made a $1.10 on the trade. So that's 11,000, and I still did my 100 contracts and stuff. So I ended up making 11,000 that day. But it was one of those crazy. It was one of these crazy 10 o'clock crap right here. This candle here. The market get where it does something crazy around 10 o'clock and all, and you get these crazy feels. The other crazy point in the market is this candle right here. That's that 940 time frame. It does something crazy. Options goes crazy. Again, 10 o'clock right here. Another crazy time in the market. And this transition right here, another crazy point in the market where the market tends to act like want to go crazy. And that's why, again, I do like using limit orders. And those limit orders, a lot of times, they'll get filled. So that's one of my things about throwing my limit orders and doing that. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how the week went. Let's take a quick look at the account statements where you can see all the crazy crap that I was doing. Let's just minimize this and go to here. On the 24th, and as you can see, all this here, 24th. I did some Iron Condor, don't look like I closed it. I did some single trades. I did some vertical trades. I don't even want to get into all of this. I've kind of looked at it myself. Just want to get where I'm not trying to hide anything of any of this crazy stuff that I do. And right here, again, I got where I was just doing verticals and singles and stuff, crazy stuff. I didn't even place the Iron Condor that day and all. So then the next day, Wednesday, that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the 27th, 26th, 27th, I think I had settled back down a little bit. And that's where, did I do the 26th, 25th, 26th. 26 was this right here. I did get a little crazy that day. I did vertical, single, and all. So I did, again, I kind of got completely off plan and all. And then come the 27th, this is where I just did the directional trades, I believe. Yes, I did the directional trades. Back to my basic, the stuff that I normally do. And again, like I said, I dropped back down to where I'm comfortable at. Really, at this 50 contract point is where I'm really that's my comfortable point, and where I have the money and stuff. It's not the 100 contracts. So I just had to get myself back, to where I know I'm comfortable at. Because again, for whatever reason, I had gotten to a point where I was at 100 contracts and going crazy, and I actually, like you can see where there's one time here I actually had a 200. I think I had 100, and just closing the 200, and all. So, and then come Friday, back here, I went back to the Iron Condor where I want to do this whole trading thing yet, and but I just changed the delta up. I ended up getting the lower credit because again, really all I need to make on these trades are 60 cents. And all I'm telling myself, and I'll call 60 cents equates to $6,000. $6,000 to give me that $5,000 a day, plus, you know, $1,000 for commission. Commission shouldn't be that high. As according where I'm trading at, commissions can be as less as $100 on this particular trade. Well, yeah, I think it'd be less as $100 if I find the one account that doesn't have any money in it almost now and stuff, but it can be that low. And then on the other accounts, I'm trying to see how much would it be on those accounts. You can say 120, 120, and also about 240 on the other accounts for commissions and all. So again, ideally, this is all I really need to make and all. So so I went out to the further delta, had it set to close for like $1.10 or something, and it ended up closing it for the 60 cents. One of those crazy things that just happened in the market. So that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to share. That's all I really want to show here. It was a rough week, but I made it through it. And now the thing is to see if we can I'll bring this account back and make sure I'm still on my road to $1 million. I will get there. Just one of those little hiccups that happens every now and then. It just can't not happen again anytime soon. All right, and that's it. This is Right Side Trader. Hope this is being helpful, and I'll chat with you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.